All right, all right. What's good, everyone? What's good? Uh, Salute, Third Ward and Ray. Peace. Uh, Thanks for everyone who's coming out to listen. This should be a good one here. Don't forget that hit that like button on the way in, and also share and subscribe if you haven't. But let's go ahead and get into it. Today we'll be going over pain and how it affects us, and how you can avoid it, how foolish it is to try and avoid it, but should instead learn from it, because it can, along with fear, teach us the most impactful lessons that life has for us to learn. So to show this, we have a quote to dissect as well as scripture also. The scripture that we'll be studying from today will be Proverbs chapter 13, verse 24, and then chapter 23 of Proverbs, verses 13 through 14. And I will be reading from the Amplified version of the Bible today. What's, what's good, knowledge? It was good, Zero. It's good, everybody. What's good? Glad to have y'all in here. So, let's get to it. Proverbs 13, verse 24. He who withholds the rod of discipline hates his son, but he who loves him disciplines and trains him diligently and appropriately, meaning with love and wisdom. Proverbs 23, starting with verse 13, and then we'll end with verse 14. Do not withhold discipline from the child. If you swat him with a reed like rod applied with godly wisdom, he will not die. 14. You shall swat him with the reed like rod and rescue his life from Sheol. Basically, the netherworld, the place of the dead. But I think it lines up perfectly with this quote that I have to read. People only think about pain in the sense of physical pain, especially here. It kind of makes it only seem like the reed like rod to apply wisdom can only be physical. But we all know that you have mental as well as emotional pain as well that to learn from. And pain, we all know, is the best teacher because of the fear that comes along with said pain. So the quote goes like this: sometimes you must hurt in order to know, fall in order to grow, lose in order to gain, because all of life's greatest lessons are learned through pain. And it shows here with these scripture that I just read that this is why when it says, but he who loves him disciplines and trains him diligently and appropriately, that pain is helping them to know hurt so they can grow from that pain. It's also preparing them for when they lose the pain of loss. It also helps them in order to gain from that loss. And then finally, where it says, because life's greatest lessons are learned through pain. That's how it is diligently training them. That pain disciplines because you're learning from it. I mean, I know some of y'all have kids, some don't, and we've been children before. So the thing is, your parents could tell you, hey, don't touch that stove, it's hot. Them telling you didn't teach you not to touch that stove. But touching it and getting burned, that pain from getting burned teaches you to be cautious. That pain from that burn from the stove is what is a great life lesson that you learn. And now when you see fire, you know to approach it cautiously if you approach it all. So that's why, I said in the beginning that it's foolish to even try and avoid pain, because you can't. You're going to have some type of form of pain throughout your life. We all are. It's foolish to try and avoid it because you can't, but it should be a teaching tool for the most impactful lessons that life has to offer us. And because of that pain, once you felt it, you have a respectful fear of that pain again, to where you know how to cautiously go around it and approach it and learn from it, to not make the same foolish mistakes over and over again. And that can be for anything. It doesn't have to also be anything physical. It can be, like I said, emotional or mental pain as well. But pain is the greatest teacher that we have. It helps to know that it helps you to know that you're alive, and amongst other things. So that's all I got for right now. We'll get ready to open up the panel. We'll get ready to close down and have the barbershop talk. Open up the panel to the usual suspects. They want to come up. We'll have a short barbershop talk on that. But I hope y'all enjoyed this topic for today. I was glad to be able to come back after being sick and down. So glad to get started back in here again. But I hope all of you got something from this and enjoy the content on the topic right here today. But y'all have a great one, and we'll get the barbershop started here shortly. Peace, everybody.